tell you something, man. I don't know who lives in that apartment block, Lucky 13, but it is steps up and down for a couple of 100 meters. It is steep. So if it's some little nonna, that girl must have the cardiovascular health of a 30-year-old, because this is just all the way down or up. It's epic. Yeah, like I say, not kidding around. Yep. So that is the beginning of this 6-foot wide, centuries old alleyway that just goes up and up and up to the top of this massive hill. Oof. Hello again, friends. So I am in the Church of the Annunciation, Vastato, which is very gilt, which, as keen viewers of my channel might remember, is not so much my thing. I do, however, like this place. The paintings are absolutely beautiful, and the columns as well. The central piece, if you like, is the cupola up there. I took some close-ups of that. It's considered the masterpiece of Giovanni Andrea Ansaldo, who admittedly I had not heard of until I came to this city, so, you know, there's that. But it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, again, not necessarily my thing. I'm not a massive fan of this kind of, like, you know, marble stone effect, or really anything, really. But in spite of that, I do like this place. There are a couple of canvases, and it's I thought it was quite funny, actually. You have a rather cool, albeit very dark, Last Supper at the end. That's cool. There are 2 canvases in here, and I'll get them in a minute, painted by 2 brothers, Giovanni Carlone and his brother Giovanni Battista Carlone. 2 brothers with exactly the same name, but one with a middle name, which is a little bit weird. I'm assuming they called Giovanni Battista Carlone by his middle name. They missed a trick if they didn't call him Batman. Anyway, I like this side chapel, actually. Let me grab this. Now, don't get me wrong, I love this, but this place is completely empty on a Sunday, whereas the cathedral is absolutely rammed. As I say, suits me. Just a little bit weird. I'm gonna get this Last Supper because it really is. I'm not sure whether it's because the light's coming in the top there, or it just seems to be so dark. Yeah. Right, so this is the exterior of Annunziata Vastato. It's very neoclassical and it's actually relatively new, 1840s, whereas the church itself dates to 1521. Still quite young in the greater scheme of things in this area, well, the whole of Italy really. But yeah, I mean, it's quite a basic neoclassical style, but it's still pretty. And it's in a very lovely location. I did like that place. However, this is my most westerly stop today. I'm now headed back to the centre where, and I'll see if I can do the cathedral this evening. Otherwise, I'll have to go back. Good afternoon, friends. So I'm in between classes and I'm currently on a shopping mission in the MOG, the market Orientale, Genoa, just literally the East Market. And this place is awesome. You know, it's how a market should be, really. It's all incredibly fresh fish, incredibly fresh meat, incredibly fresh vegetables. And cheese and all the rest, which is fantastic. I am currently on a mission to buy myself the ingredients for a sofrito, or what the French call a mirepoix, which is one of the mother sauces, really, of Mediterranean cuisine. So I need carrots, celery, onion to make the base, along with some pork, beef, and a few bits and pieces to make my mother's healthy lasagna. Healthy because she uses 0% yogurt and cottage cheese instead of bechamel, which is a little sacrilegious, but it tastes really, really nice, and it does cut the fat content by about 20%. So I really like this place. I've been coming in here for days now, and essentially it's built on a very old site. I think it used to be a religious complex way back when in the 1600s. But it's been this market since 1890, so really quite a while. And you have to think on that basis that some of the stall keepers here, their grandparents must have done this. You know, just come here every day, set up shop, and yeah, it's a lovely piece of old school Italy. It's a little bit more expensive than the supermarkets, of course, but it's worth it just to be in touch with that old school kind of way. Yeah. Anyway, I'm about to start checking stuff out. Anyway. Yeah, currently having myself a mixture of pork and beef. He's literally mincing it for me, which is lovely. It's probably going to cost me about 11 euros, but worth it. Lots of dried fruit and nuts. Right, there we go. Achieved. Fresh, fresh, fresh everything when in Italy. Now all I have to do is go into the PAM, local supermarket, and buy some generic kind of cooking cheese and a few bits and pieces, carrying my bags. Right, I scoff at your packaged meat. Anyway. I love this thing. This is a pre-war wooden caged elevator. Which is completely cool. Gotta love it.